What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm WolfStalker25, and today I got another action figure review for you guys on the, it's kind of new, Jazwares World of Halo 4-inch line of figures. This is the UNSC checkpoint with Gungnir, Spartan, and Elite Mercenary. This is a 2-pack. I believe I got this at Walmart. It was about $25. I have not seen it on their website anymore. I don't know if it's still on there. I know it was purchasable like a month ago or like a couple weeks back. With like no like pictures or anything like that, so I don't know if it's on there. It's probably still you could probably still find it in stores. I don't know if you could find it at Target or anywhere else. It might be a Walmart exclusive. Not 100% sure. Don't know about any of that stuff because it's kind of hard to track down this World of Halo stuff and like know anything, like any set info on it. But yeah, this set is awesome. This is a fantastic set. Everything you see here in this picture, like what you could see, everything you see here is what you get except this assault rifle. I think that's an extra one that I just picked up and threw in his hands for display purposes. So yeah, this is all the stuff you get. You get a lot of crap for $25. I'm telling you, this is an awesome set. I bought 2 because I liked it so much. I almost want to get 3, just because it's so cool. But I would love to see the set done again with like a different elite or like a brute or like a grunt and a different either marine or a different Spartan or even a different color, a Gungnir. I almost wish they had varieties with the set, like the same Gungnir and the same Mercenary, but like the Mercenary is in red or yellow or green, and this is in red, yellow, green, type of thing. But for $25, this set is a bargain. It's awesome. You get like, I don't even know how many pieces of stuff like you get in the set, but we're gonna go through it all really quick, step by step. We're gonna do the figures first, so I'm gonna do the figures, and then we'll get to the extra stuff. I'll just leave it all in the background, kind of, for now. Besides, I'll put that back there. So, yeah. Very first thing, this is your Gungnir Spartan that you get with it. It's pretty cool. This is so bulky in the front, though, he has a hard time holding his weapon. So, because we don't have, like, a good, like, bicep cut, like, swivel down low, we can't, like, get the arm in a good thing, and the biceps, since it's only a single joint, you can only get it up that far, which is kind of a bummer, because you can't, like, go across and hold your weapon properly. Like, a weapon stance like this just doesn't really work, very well, because of the, as soon as, like, it looks like it would work in theory, but as soon as you get the weapon into play, like, it starts getting weird, and then you gotta, like, force it. Like, you could do it, but a two-handed stance doesn't really work very well with these figures because of just how everything works. But you can, like, force it, but it doesn't look great. So I wish, for articulation wise, I wish they could find a way with these smaller figures to do double jointed, or like another bicep, like a bicep cut or something. But the head does not really look up or down at all. That's the best you could get, and I don't even know if you're supposed to be able to do that. You get some nice side to side. I mean, obviously you could look both ways. No tilt. Arms only go up that far with these guys, so only that far. You do a full 360 with them. Like I said, single jointed elbows, wrist do swivel and hinge. They are horizontal on both. Yeah, on both. For your diaphragm joint, you're only gonna really like get back that far forward that much. That much is your range. So not really much side to side. It's like a weird side to side. You could turn it, but not much. There's no waist cut, nothing like that. Legs do go up that far. On the splits, you get that much. There's a nice upper thigh cut in there as well. Let's give you more articulation. Double jointed knees. Get you only this far. Only this far at the knees. Unfortunately, you're going to start, I think, bending up and ramming the plastic behind the leg, and you're going to start messing that up and causing like white spots and everything. And then ankles do go back that far. Very nice. Forward that much. And they does have ankle pivot. There's a little bit of ankle pivot on these guys, which is very nice. So articulation wise, for the Spartans, it's kind of everything the same, nothing crazy. But the sculpt work is very nice. I do love the look of these Spartans. I hate this big old barcode number, serial number on the leg there, and this, because it kind of ruins the figure for me a little bit. But little plain in the grays here. This figure could use some like dry brushing and whatnot, but very nice. I do like the Gungnir guy a lot. I think that's like the first Gungnir maybe that they've done. We've definitely got the Mercenary before. Obviously, arms go that far forward, could do a full 360 with them. Single jointed elbows as well, only gets you that far back and closed that much. Wrists do swivel. There is a slight hinge in there. It's horizontal. It really can only go forward. The head could look up quite a lot, down quite a lot. The waist is just a swivel like that at the side here. Not really even waist. It's kind of up top. And then the legs are just your standard elite leg. There's articulation here and here. They get you back and down that much, and you could get them in the whole cursed elite straight leg thing, and it's really weird looking. But yeah, we're not going to go too crazy with the elites, because if you've seen an elite review before, which you can check out in my ghost review where I go over the warlord and the banished ghost, yeah, they're all the same so far. They haven't done anything drastic to change the elite's articulation up yet. I don't know if they will. So the next time you probably see an elite on a review is maybe when I review the Mercenary, the blue Mercenary from Series 3. So yeah, that's your elite. And then your only Covenant weapon you do get in the set is a Needler. The sculpt is very nice. I like the look of it, especially like in the elite's hands. The only bummer is like these needles are so jacked up here. Like you can see the ones like just flailing off to the side and everything. So that's the only Covenant weapon that does come in this whole set. So there's your two figures that you get with this. So $25. These figures are normally $10 a piece. When you look at them with this set, that's pretty good deal. I mean, that's $5. So if you think about it this way, you get, I think, like 8 to 10 of these, something like that. These base plates, I don't have them all here, but they're all like kind of connected together and on my shelf. But if you think about it, these two figures are $10 a piece. You're spending $5 on all of this, 10 of these. So that is crazy to me to think about. This is such a good deal of a set. I cannot stress that enough. The paint apps on all these guns are very nice. The weapons all have awesome paint apps. If you look in comparison, like the assault rifle, here's an older one to the new one. Looks great. The commando looks great in comparison to the previous Series 1 Marine. Let me grab him. So like if you look at the commandos, like drastic paint difference. There's added blacks. You can see the gray more detail. The green's darker. Here's some previous sniper rifles. So the new one's a lot bigger. I'm almost wondering if this new sniper rifle is like part of the Spartan collection, or if it's like a smaller one than that. They might have just thrown in a Spartan collection sniper in here with these, but I think the rocket launcher is even different maybe. I don't have a older rocket launcher from the Mongoose Chief. I don't have that set yet. But yeah, so far with these two figures are awesome. What else do we get? Like I said, we get 10 of these awesome connector terrain plates. I really love these. I almost wish they just sold a pack of like 20 of these so I could get some, and almost did some like different height variation ones so you could get some cool terrain. You get 2 awesome little fusion coils, a nice translucent blue one, and translucent. I think they're translucent. Yellow one. You get a awesome turret that you could, put on there. You could have your Marines man it, your Spartan. You could also take it off. They have a spot for you to hold it, so you could hold it on either side, and this, so you could hold and carry it, which is awesome. I'm assuming that means we're going to have a George coming at some point because of that, so they'll probably do that if I had to guess, or like maybe Alice from Halo Wars. That'd be cool to get one of them in this line of figures. And then for other stuff, You get a drop shield. Now this does come off as well, so you get the little like display thing that like it holds on. My other drop shield does not stay, like this will not stay on there. So you get the drop shield, which is a nice translucent yellow. You can see through it. It's a little like, you know, bit of a like, is it a matte finish or whatever to it, so you can't see through it. It's more of like, it's more like fogged over or glossed over. Is it frosted? There we go. That's the word, frosted. And then you get two of these awesome crates as well, which is just, these are fantastic for accessory, weapon storage, diorama, world building, scene building, anything like that. It's just awesome to have these. Now I will note, this one is kind of ripping already, because how it works is these tabs just kind of like, yeah, see, this is already ripping a bit there. These are very thin plastic, and how these work is they just sit on here, and then these just peg into the side to like secure it. So if you're not very careful, I would recommend fully removing both of the pegs on either side before opening it. That was kind of what's screwing me over on these, is because I would open one side, open the chest, and then it would start ripping the peg over here. So just remove both of these first before opening your crates. But the crates are very nice. They're, you know, pretty good size. You could have your, you know, characters sit on them, and they'd be pretty good, just, you know, chilling on their crate in the background of a scene or whatever. If they're relaxing, if you want to put them in a hangar, or like some sort of like, you know, this is supposed to be like a checkpoint set or whatever. So pretty cool, just back there as a background thing. Awesome, just have like sitting there with like weapons leaned up against them, stuff sitting on top of them. I mean, very nice set. Now for weapons, obviously we got the turret like we've seen. We got the rocket launcher. You also get a battle rifle, an assault rifle, a Hydra, a commando, and the bulldog. All very nice weapons. They all go in the stand very well. You get the sniper too, and then you could also put, I believe the rocket launcher can go on this side as well. So there's a peg on either side, so you can put the rocket launcher there, sniper there, and then you have your weapon rack. This weapon rack is amazing. I love it. I am so happy to have it. You could put stuff on the back side too. Now the sniper is obviously too big to go in the weapon rack, and I think the rocket launcher might be as well. There we go. Yeah, I think the rocket launcher, the rocket launcher is just ever so slightly too big. But if you have another assault rifle, like I have lying around right here, you can just pop that in, and then you could double side, you know, double weapon storage. I think the pegs are also a hair thicker. Like, these are different pegs. They're longer and they're thicker on these weapons back here. So, because this weapon is kind of loose in comparison to these, like these don't move. They don't shake at all. So some of the older weapons will have a harder time being stored in here, but you could do it if you really wanted to. But yeah, amazing detail on the stand. You got the UNSC logo printed on right down there. You got some nice little indents there. It looks a little too clean for my liking, so this would be like inside of a brand new UNSC base or in a ship or something. This wouldn't be something you'd have out in the field, but honestly, with a dry brushing, maybe a wash on it, something like that, or some, you know, added paint over it, something that customizers can do, you could have a field day with this thing. And for just having it in the background of like a scene, like, you know, set up a little corridor and having that in there, these things are awesome. That's why I love it. I'm so tempted to get a third one of these sets just to have some more of these for just display. Because I have, like I said, I have 2 sets and I want more. And, you know, you get 2 pretty good figures. I mean, the Elite is very a mass buildable thing. The Gungnir, though, like, I think the more the sets you get, you don't really need that many Gungnir Spartans. I mean, it might be a nice customizing thing if you want to, like, mix and match the helmets on different figures, if they're easily removable, or if you could pop the arms off or something and, like, mix and match the shoulder pieces around on your figures. I think that'd be pretty good, but other than that, you know, I think the Elite's definitely the draw of the set for multiples over the Gungnir. So here's your quick size comparisons with some of the figures, and then we'll just get out of here. So here's a Marine really fast. So UNSC wise, Here's your Marine. Here is a Brute Chieftain, part of a 2-pack with Master Chief. I will be reviewing that at some point. Let me know when you want to see that, and I'll get around to it. And then here's your Series 1 Master Chief. As you can see, he's got the older assault rifle too. So there's your looks at all the figures together. You can see the nice height differences. I think Chief is a bit bigger than this Gungnir. Yeah. Chief is a lot bigger than the Gungnir, which is pretty cool that they have that attention to detail, because Chief is a big Spartan since he's a Spartan 2. In comparison to this, probably Spartan 4, Spartan 5, if they've decided to start calling them that. Who knows? I'm sure it's still a Spartan 4. But, yeah, I like the height here. I like the look of them with, like, you know, the armor stand. Like, the armor stand's taller than the Elite. The Brute's taller than it. And then it towers over, like, these guys, you know, and Chief can come up to it. He's barely shorter than it, but, like, it's accurate, you know? Very nice. Let's see really quick if we could get a look at what it looks like with one of the Spartans holding this, this turret really fast, though. Alright, and there you have it. That's what the Gungnir Spartan looks like holding the turret. Now, I will note, this is kind of a little bit of a bummer for me that I have to even bring this up, because, like, these figures are so awesome, and I really like them, but I kind of wish they were using a little bit more sturdy of plastic, or, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit more, maybe even rubber, maybe even more, because one thing that I noticed while trying to put this guy, like, his hand in that thing is, like, if you look at his hand here, like, the thumb is kind of peeling off in there. The finger, the pointer finger right there is kind of bending in a bad way and kind of, like, getting cut off, trying to get that in there. Like, I don't know if that's just all of them, but I think, like, yeah, he, like, lost the end of his thumb trying to put that turret in his hand. So, just be careful with putting it in there. It didn't really want to hold that turret very well, so you gotta get him in a weird pose. And my torso on this guy is so loose that he, you know, I mean, if you look, he's, you know, falling, barely moves, and the turret's so heavy that it's hard for him to hold it. I think it'd maybe be a good, like, let's see if I got it back here, in a one-handed stance holding it, just as kind of like your multiplayer, like, stances. I think it would work pretty well. Okay, but yeah, a stance like this is what I'm talking about. If you could get, like, the turret held in his hand like that looks pretty cool, just having him holding it off to the side for, like, a little display or something like that, if you don't want to put the turret on the actual base. But overall here, you know, with the amount of stuff you get this awesome weapon locker, you get the crates, all the guns, the 2 figures, the drop shield, the plates, like I said, the turret, the fusion coils. You get so much stuff for $25. This is a fantastic deal. If you could pick this up on a sale, I say definitely do it. If you could pick this up even full price, I say do it. Because you get, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 things, I think, with this set overall total. It's crazy. For $25, it's a steal. I highly recommend it. So if you did find this video useful, this review helpful in any way, you've already seen, like, you know, size comparisons with other stuff, but there's, like, you know, your, like, Star Wars figure for your, like, vintage collection or clone with these guys. So that's your size comparison there. I don't really think you guys really need a height check, but I'll do a quick last minute height check. Spartan's a little bit over 4 inches tall. The Elite's about 5 inches tall. So there you go. There's your heights on those guys. You've seen the size comparisons. You see everything you get. I think this is a fantastic set. I'm sorry if this review is kind of a mess. Hopefully you did find it helpful, and hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, always would appreciate a like down below. As always, subscribe if you are new and haven't done so already. It does help out the channel a lot. If you want to go follow the gameplay channel, it is links in the description below, as well as the Twitter account and the Twitch account, where I will be playing Halo Infinite, probably on the gameplay channel. I haven't decided fully if I'm going to record it, but if I do, you could always watch it and see my playthrough over there, where I'll probably be going and getting all the collectibles and doing other things like that. So hopefully you do check that out on that channel. And yeah, this is a fantastic set. I love it. I say go get it. The World of Halo stuff from Jazwares is awesome. Definitely worth the money. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next one. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying Halo Infinite's campaign if you did get it. Hopefully, you're having as much fun with the multiplayer as you can if you're into the customization and whatnot. The multiplayer is still pretty fun though. But yeah, I will see you all next week for whatever we got reviewed. Figured I'd do 2 Halos this week since we did have Halo dropping, and everyone's probably curious about these things. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.